So in the small blue pages, look at page 65 so you see this diagram right here. Okay? All right, now read it, I'll read it out loud, and you tell me what the most important word is to make lines parallel. Parallel lines are called planar lines that do not intersect. What do you think the main words are? Do not intersect, right? So you can underline or highlight or circle whatever you think is the key word. I want you to not just copy down a bunch of definitions or just read them. I want you to analyze it. I want you to think, what makes these lines parallel? Well, it's the fact that they don't intersect. Like lines AE and BF, or like lines CB and DA. All right, skew lines. Read that one and tell me what you think is the most important word. Non-coplanar. Good. What that means basically is it's two lines that are not on the same plane. Like parallel plane. What's the keyword there? Planes that what? Do not intersect. Okay, flip over to page 67. So now we're looking at the alternate interior angles. I'll read the first one out loud. Alternate interior angles are non-adjacent interior angles that lie on opposite sides of the transversal. There's two keywords there. They're all about location. I'll help you out with this one. Non-adjacent interior. So that means we're going to find angles that are in the inside of somewhere. And what's the next keyword? Opposite, yep. So in our case over here, alternate interiors are angles that are on the inside in between these two lines, but they're on opposite sides. So it's like 4 and 6, or it's like 3 and 5. Read same side interior angles and think about what the two location keywords are. What's special about same side interior angles? Same side are what?
Interior, same side.
Good. Same side there and interior there. So it's going to be on the inside of the two lines, but instead of on opposite sides, it's going to be same sides, 4 and 5. Corresponding angles lie on the same side of the transversal and in corresponding positions. Two words there. Same side, good, of the transversal. We'll talk about transversals in a second. And what else? Corresponding positions. That means matching positions. So like if this one's on the top right, find the one that's on the top right at the other section right here. What's the top right one? Up here it's 2. When you go down here, what's the top right angle? 6. So it'd be those two are corresponding angles. And we'll go over this more in the notes. This is just the definitions. Alternate interior, alternate exterior angles. Two keywords here. Exterior, so it means it's going to be outside the realm of those two lines. And what else? Lie on opposite sides. Okay? Parallel lines. Let's name a few parallel lines. They're never going to intersect, and they can't be in different planes. Different planes are skew lines. So parallel lines. I'm going to name one, just so that we don't have to list all the possibilities. I'm going to say BC. What line is parallel to BC? AB is true, but it's not the only one. FG, yep, down the back plane, that's true. What else could it be? I've heard FG and I've heard AD. What's another one? EH, because you could have a diagonal one that slides down. Perpendicular lines. Now in this case, I'm going to stick with the BC there just so that we don't have to have all the possibilities. Find me a line that's perpendicular to BC. This is like a box, so all the angles are right angles. AB is perpendicular, that's right. BC, and here's the perpendicular symbol. BC is perpendicular to AB. This is the parallel symbol, this is the perpendicular symbol. All right, skew lines. Find for me a line that is skew with BC. There's no skew symbol, I just say BC and. A line that is in a different plane will never intersect and is not parallel to BC. Totally different plane. GH, I heard. Excellent. There's others, but BC is across the top plane, GH is across the bottom plane, and not in one of the parallel ones. So GH right here is good as well. Parallel planes is different because it's a whole flat surface that's plane, so you could have plane A, B, C, D is parallel. That's the green one on top. What plane would be parallel to that? The F, G, H. Good. And you write them in the same order going around the edges. Bottom of the box. All right, let's see how you did with these. So for the first one, there's actually many possible answers. I said plain U, T, Y, and I had used 3 letters. You can use 4. But you could say QRS for the top, RSX for the back one. There's different answers. For parallel planes, this is one possibility. QRS on the top and VWX on the bottom. But you could have used the ones that are in the front and the back here. Or you could use the ones that are in the front here and the back there. You could never use this one. It's not parallel to anything on the other side. Number 3, these 3 lines are parallel to QR. It doesn't matter what order you use. If you say WV or XY or ST, that's all right. Number 4, there's many possible answers. You're supposed to pick 2, so I picked UZ and VZ. If you have questions on yours, I'd be happy to check them. All lines that are parallel to TSXY, that's a plane. So all lines that are parallel to it are all the lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them there. Copy those down if you didn't get those quite yet. Is AB parallel to DE? Is this AB right here parallel to DE? True or false? True. Good. All right, and then we have plane ABE, which is on the side right here. Plane ABE is parallel to plane ACF. Are these 2 planes going to be parallel? What'd you say? Are these 2 planes going to be parallel? No. Nope, because they intersect right up at there at the top. Oops, I'm sorry, so that one's false. And the third one, plane ABC, ABC right here, is parallel to plane DEF. That one would be true. They're both vertical, they won't intersect. And lastly, our plane line AD, and BE, are those skew lines? No, because they're actually parallel. They're in the same plane. So they have to be going in totally different directions. False, because they are in the same plane. All right, so let's go on to the new things now. Going back to the front of your page, let's get these definitions that we went through together already. And let's practice these. When you have 2 lines that meet a third line, in your notes, you have the word transversal. The transversal, that's up on top of your notes, it's the line that goes through 2 other lines. At the same place. It has to be 2 different places. Okay, so we said interior would be this inside inside space right here. On your picture, mark that right there. Interior. These are exterior, outside the space of the two lines. So I marked it in blue, but normally those aren't marked for you. But this is the inside space. These are your two lines. This is the transversal that's cutting through them. Okay, so we're going to be looking for alternate interior. Alternate. What did that mean again? Opposite sides. And interior meant? Interior meant inside the space of the lines. Okay, so I'm going to start with 4. Angle 4. Find for me an angle that is still inside but on the opposite side. 3 is at the same intersection. They have to be non-adjacent, not the same corner. They have to go to the other intersection.
8.
6. Okay, alternate means go to the other side. Interior means stay inside. It couldn't be 8 because that one goes outside the lines. These are alternate interior ones. Alternate exteriors. Outside, but still on opposite sides. Good. So if I pick 2 over here, angle 2, what is on the opposite side but still on the outside?
8.
8. Good. Those are alternate exterior. Angle 2 and angle 8. These are just examples. There's more than that. Corresponding angles. Let's just come up with one example. Corresponding angles are angles that are on the same side and in matching spots. So say I choose one that is on the bottom left. I choose 4. At this intersection on the top, it's on the bottom left of the corner. Go down to the other intersection. Which one's on the bottom left still? 8. See how they're in matching spots? Bottom left, go with bottom left. Angle 4 and angle 8. A little bit confusing. Number 4, same side. Some books say consecutive, but we're going to be saying same side interior angle. Same side means it's on the same side of the line, but interior means that you stay inside the other 2 lines. So let me pick one that's on the interior. I'm going to pick 6. Which angle is on the same side on the right, but still in the interior? 3. Angle 6 and angle 3. So those are just one example. There's actually 2 of those. Going backwards, name the type of angles this time. Okay, so let's look at angle 1 and angle 2. Are they alternate or same side?
Same side.
Same side. Are they interior or are they corresponding?
Same side interior.
Same side interior. I abbreviate mine as SS interior. Alright, let's try angles 3 and 8. Here's angle 3, and here's angle 8. Are they alternate or same side?
Alternate.
Are they interior or exterior?
Alternate exterior.
Good. They're both outside of the space of this line. 7 is here, 5 is here. Are those both inside or both outside? Corresponding. They're both on the bottom right. The bottom right of this intersection and the bottom right of this intersection. Corresponding angles. 4 and 1. Here's 4. Here's 1. Good. They're alternate because one's on the bottom and one's on the top, but they're both within the space of the line. So that one's alternate interior angles. They're inside the lines, the blue ones, and they are on opposite sides. All right, and the last 2, angles 2 and 3. Now, you have to think back to everything you know. What kind of lines are those? We reviewed them last week.
Linear.
That's right, linear pairs. They're adjacent to each other, and they are a linear pair. Okay, so it's not only the words that we learn, it's also the old words as well. Those are supplementary. Those would add up to 180. And the last example is 6 and 7. Can you recognize that right away? Yes. vertical angles. Okay, so just because we add new words doesn't mean that the old words disappear. 10, 11 through 13, let's do this later because it's a little complicated to see all the crisscrossing lines. We're not going to cross it off. We're going to do it later because there's so much there. Let's do this one. Do 14 through 18. But we want alternate interior angles. If we look at these two right here, you can see alternate interior angles in here. If you try to look at these two red ones, there's nothing alternate interior. So you have to find the right lines that have it. So let's say, we could say the bank. What's alternate interior with the bank? Alternate interior, so go to the other side, but stay within the green lines. Town hall. Okay, so one answer would be, and you can abbreviate, the bank and town hall. What's another one? Another set of alternate interiors there. Museum and post office. All right, for the other, so you can abbreviate museum and post office. For same side interior angles, which ones would count here for same side interiors? Bank and museum, post office and town hall. Post office and town hall. Of course, there's none over here because those are linear. Those aren't same side interiors. Alternate exterior angles. You don't have any over here. The library doesn't have anything alternate exterior. So we have to switch over here. The playing fields and what? The playing fields and the library. That's right. Playing fields, the library. Those would be alternate exteriors right here. So PF and L. Playing fields and the library. Are there any others? Alternate exteriors? Museum and high school. Museum and high school. Good. And there's a lot that are corresponding angles. I guess we can talk about.